Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and thank you. It's a beautiful day today, Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. Just like we put it together for you, we said we'll be here at 10. There we are. Anyway, let me say good morning to all of you. We are sitting in a very good spot here. Not very close from you guys, but it's all good. It doesn't matter where we are in the universe. As long as we have internet, we can connect anywhere, anytime. So, anyway, this is Mr. Q here. Come here to serve you and give you the information that you need to bring your business to a successful mode. So, we are very enthused to share with you today the subject of the day and the topics of the day. So, we are Coffee with Q. What is Coffee with Q? Coffee with Q is a group of professionals like myself that we put our heads together to help you get the right information, the right tools to equip you to make sure that you're able to reach your goal without any problem. So, this is why we are here today because we are going to talk to you today about the great subject that makes the news every single time. So the subject today, obviously, you already see it because I think the team already sent you the email. Um, so obviously, you already know what this is going to be about. Plus, I want to thank you all that sign in with us today to be part of this wonderful project. And I am very impressed by some of you that came last week, many of you that came last week to participate live with me on this podcast. So, again, today we are back to give you the information that you need in order for you to get your dream become a reality. Now, the subject today is 8 traits of successful entrepreneurs. This is what the subject today. Ladies and gentlemen, all of you are business people. Most of you are business people, regardless if you work for a company or if you're about to open a new business or you have an idea, it's not even a business yet, and then you have a business that's not doing well or a business that needs your full attention. So, we do have uh, a way to help you to bring your business to the next level. So, the 8 traits of successful entrepreneurs, we want to make sure that you guys take advantage of it today so you can easily get the information that you need to get your business to where it needs to be. We had a meeting not very long ago with, I will say, a couple hundred entrepreneurs, like at different levels. Some of them made $1 million a year, some of them make 20 million, some of them make 50 million, some of them make a lot more. But the key thing is they're asking me this question all the time, even though most of them are successful people, but they ask the question all the time. But let me tell you this, the question that they asked said, man, starting a business is not easy. I said, absolutely not easy, but it's worth it. And they all said, what do you think we should do? And I said, all of you need to focus. Everybody lean forward, of course, to hear my answer. All of you needs to understand starting a business is a lot of work. Anyone who tells you it's not is either lying to you or has never actually started one business before themselves. So the hours will be long, the sacrifices are great, and you are assaulted every day with new problems and challenges with seemingly no end. It seems like the problem never stops. Never stop. If you don't have the constitution to weather these things, your business could implode on you faster than it started. Because a lot of people, believe it or not, think that business is something. If you watched me last week, this is what I say to you. I said that over and over. You cannot have a business with no plan. You cannot have a business with no structure. You cannot have a business that have no foundation. It will not work. It doesn't matter how smart you are, how strong you are. You will not get to where you're supposed to go. So successful entrepreneurs, a guy like Henry Ford, Steve Jobs, they share similar qualities with one another. So to see how you rank against these distinguished entrepreneurs, do you share at least half of these qualities? If you don't, you will have issues. So, number one, strong leadership qualities. Leadership are born, not made. Do you find yourself being the go to person most of the time? Do you find yourself asking your opinion or to help guide or make decisions for them? Have you been in management roles throughout your career? A leader is someone who values the goal over any unpleasantness the work it takes to get there may bring. Okay? But a leader is more than just tenacious. A leader has a strong communication skills and the ability to amass a team of people toward a common goal in a way that the entire team is motivated and works effectively, okay, to get there as a team. A leader earns the trust and respect of his team by demonstrating positive work qualities and confidence, then fostering an environment that proliferates these values through the team. A leader who nobody will follow is not a leader of anything at all. So, what I always say to people, if you are a true leader, and I said it over and over throughout my um, podcast live, I said to you over and over, if you don't know how to recruit the right people around you, if you don't know how to put a solid foundation together, don't even think about it because you will not make it. But what we tell you to do every single day, and you probably already know that every single day we tell you to do this, right? We said you must at all time, okay, put yourself in a situation to, if you open a business, what will keep me motivated? What will keep my business working? What will make me strong? How far can I bring this business? And I will say to you again today in this live podcast that if you are opening a business or you're thinking of opening a business or you already have a business, if it's not structured correctly, we suggest that you come to us. You send us an email immediately at coffeewithq Facebook, or you can send us an email, coffeewithq@gmail.com. You can send us emails for us to talk to you and teach you how to do it. But this is how you structure the whole thing. Okay. Number one, what will keep you motivated? The number one thing that will keep you motivated, ladies and gentlemen, is one thing and one thing only. How you put it together. For example, it doesn't matter how much knowledge that I have, how cool that I am, how good looking that I am, or how smart. That doesn't mean anything. They're good too, but that's not what's going to keep you on track. What will keep you on track is this. Let me give you a quick analogy. Let's say you go into another state. Let's say you're from New York and you're going to New Jersey, okay, which is next door, okay? Obviously, you already know where you are going. You're going to New Jersey at a specific address that will be your destination. But the question is that why do I need to go to New Jersey and how will I get there? The analogy that I'm using here, without the idea of having a car or a form of transportation, or take the bus, or you have to put gas in the car, you have to drive the car, you have to get a map, and you have to basically, it doesn't matter if it's electronic map or if it's a paper map, you have, but what keeps you in there? You have to stay healthy in the car in order for you to make it there. You have to drive the car in order for you to make it there. So then to get to your destination, obviously there are some ingredients you will need. Am I right? So now there you have it. In business, it's the same way. What can it keep me going? Because if I'm setting up a business and then I know the idea is great and everybody tell me that, oh my God, this is perfect. That's what everybody will tell you at the beginning. How great you are, how smart you are, how good this idea is, and it's gonna work. I'm proud of you and all that. Now, when you start to work, before you even start to work, the first thing you have to do is you need to know if something happened, it's going to take me longer. Will I have enough knowledge or funding to take myself there? Or will I have enough patience when I go home and tell my family that I open a business, or we tell the family we launched the business? Now the neighbors are making fun of you, the workers, the employees are leaving you. Everything is happening to you. Do you have the stamina to keep this business going? If it takes you that long, will you stay there? The motivation is how you set it up. What motivates you is how you set yourself up to win. That's how you will stay in. You can be excited, you can be anything you want to be. But if you don't have those traits, it's not going to work for you. You have to have a great foundation, a positive one, to make it work. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why Coffee with Q is one of the biggest tools around all our business partners, all our students that learning how to open a business, and especially the colleges that we put the C program in there to help the kids before they graduate, they can run a multi-million-dollar business for themselves online to get themselves to where they belong, to get the freedom that they deserve. So that put me to the my point number 2. Okay, highly self-motivated. So you probably know from knowing even a little about, some of the most famous business entrepreneurs in history, that leaders are typically pretty intense personalities. Nobody makes progress by sitting back and waiting for it to find them. Successful people go out into the world and invoke change through their actions. Typically, leaders enjoy challenges and will work tirelessly to solve problems that confront them. They adapt well to changing situations without unraveling, and are typically expert on helping their teams change with them by motivating them toward new goals and new opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, often you will learn that successful entrepreneurs are driven by a more complete vision or goal than simply the task at hand, and able to think on a more universal level in that regard. They are also often very passionate about their ideas that drive toward these ultimate goals, and are notoriously difficult to steer off the course. I know who I am. That's why I am so confident most of the time to share with you why I think that when you open a business, the vehicle is going to take you there, the way you need to get there. Do you have that stamina? Do you set it up properly? This is why Coffee with You will teach you step by step how to do just that. If you want to become successful and very successful, we will help you do that. But we cannot tell you otherwise, because opening a business is important. having a business, it's important because this is the food that you have to feed your family, you have to feed yourself. This is where you can break through and make your life become a true success. You can reach greatness throughout those years and days of sweats and decades of hard work. So we have to tell you, we can help you. For example, I've seen a lot of people open businesses. They're very energetic. They're very enthused. They're about to open the business. They don't know. My gosh, I gotta do this. It has to be done. But one thing they never did, the vehicle that will take them to the success, they never set that up. So they opened the business. They thought that the business will be successful in 2, 3 years, and sometimes it takes 5 years. So then, do you have stamina? Do you have enough goal, enough money, enough knowledge to carry the last to 5 years to bring the business to what it's supposed to be? So then that dropped me to point number two. Number three, strong sense of business ethics and integrity. Because if you're opening a business, everybody's watching you and everybody wants to be like you. Everybody wants to be you. Everybody wants to be with you, right? So you got to have a strong sense of business ethics and integrity. Business is sustainable because there is a common understood code of ethics universally that underpins the very fabric upon which commerce is conducted. So you have other people out there that cheat the whole idea. While cheaters and thieves may win in the short term, they invariably lose out in the long run. So you will find that successful, sustainable business people maintain the highest standards of integrity because at the end of the day, if you cannot prove yourself a credible, like you are a credible business person and nobody will do business with you, you are out of business within minutes. So, with importance in working with clients, okay, or leading a team, effective leaders admit to any error made and offer solutions to correct rather than lie about, blame others for, or dwell on the problem itself. I've seen a lot of people do that. But in our business world, we don't do that. We don't believe in doing that. That's cheating. Let someone else do it, but don't be the one doing it. Please do not even try it. That's why Coffee with Q is here to help you make your dream become a reality. That's what Coffee with Q stands for. So, this is the reason why, if just like I said the other day on my presentation about losing weight, everybody wants to lose weight. But the plan that you need to work on is how do you stay on track so then others cannot discourage you not to do it? Same thing as business. If you have a goal to accomplish, you have a goal to make a reality, okay, ladies and gentlemen, and you want to make that goal something very significant. Let's be realistic, let's be honest. It's not about trying to just reach the goal, but how do you stay on track? How do you keep going even though you have people, the storm are hating you, or the assaults keep coming at you, that the business giving you problems, clients giving you problems, internal clients giving you problems, even the people you trust, even your board of directors giving you problems. How do you stay and make your dream become a reality? So then you have to have the willingness to fail. That's point number four. You have to have the willingness to fail. Successful entrepreneurs are risk takers who have all gotten over one very significant hurdle. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, they are not afraid of failure. And you shouldn't be afraid of failure. That's not to say that they rush in with reckless abandon. In fact, entrepreneurs are often successful because they are calculating and able to make the best decisions in even the worst of case scenarios. However, they also accept that even if they make the best decision possible, things don't always go accordingly to plan and may fail anyway. If you've heard the old adage, nothing ventured, nothing gained, that's exactly what it's saying. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. That's exactly what it says. Do not be afraid, ladies and gentlemen, to fail. Do not be afraid to fail. Put it out there and give it your best shot. Give it everything you got because we're going to be there with you side by side. Okay? Again, there is not one successful entrepreneur out there sitting on his couch asking, what if? What if I try that? What if? No, a successful entrepreneur will not use that language at all because it's not necessary. They don't need to use that. And I don't want you to use that either. So, this is the reason why I am telling you opening a business, you need people to guide you and instruct you on how to make it work. That's extremely important. To me, that's very, very important. So, another word, what keep you motivated? What keep you like on track? Okay? So that dropped me to point number 5. Serial innovators. Okay? Serial innovators, ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs are almost defined by their drive to constantly develop new ideas and improve on existing processes. In fact, that's how most of them got into business in the first place. So, successful people welcome change and often depend on it to improve their effectiveness as leaders. And ultimately, the success of their business has more business concepts rely on improving products, services, and processes in order to win the business. This is the great model that you have to use. You have to be an innovators, a serial innovators. Like you are the man, you there, you are the woman, you are the person who been thinking how to make it, and other people are watching you. Thousands and thousands of people are watching you, and they're about to follow you. And the one that used to discourage you, now they're gonna be on your side. They're gonna be working with you in order for you to reach your goal. And the one that used to reject you and then said, are you not going to make it? If it was good like that, you wouldn't make it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you again, you will make it if you follow our steps. That's why we are creating different podcasts for free for you. Okay? That's what we want to make sure you understand. Know what you don't know. Like, look how far I am now giving you a presentation. I could have get discouraged after all my business wiped out after the Hurricane Matthew. And guess what? I should have just sat my butt off. And if I tell you how many millions that I lost, it will drive you crazy. And I'm doing this presentation not even in my own property. I'm doing this presentation somewhere else because all the internet are down. Because Hurricane Matthew messed everything up. But I know that as an entrepreneur, I cannot negotiate my success to anything else because I already laid the foundation properly. I already put it together properly. So those things have to be part of my life. Everything cannot just go clean and perfect. You don't need that. Just like I always tell people, and I said that if you never fail, how do you know to stand? Because if I never drop on my butt, how will I come up? If I'm always up, it's impossible to say that everything is perfect. You can't think that way. So know what you don't know. If you don't know it, we will be there for you. So point number 6, know what you don't know. While successful entrepreneurs are typically strong personalities overall, the best have learned that either you like it or not, there is always a lesson to be learned when you're an entrepreneur because you have an open mind, you're ready to learn from people who perhaps know more than you and people that willing to do whatever it takes to get there. So these are important. These are important stuff. So they are rarely afraid to ask questions when it means the answers will provide them insight they can then leverage to effect. Successful entrepreneurs are confident. Me, I'm always like that. And then everybody around me, I teach them how to stay confident. That's how you really make it happen. But not ego egotistical to the point that, you know, you are bull, headedness. You don't want to be doing that. You know, that is a weakness, by the way. If you were like that, if you're bullheadedness, you think you know it all and then you got it all together. Believe me, you don't. So you have to understand, as a businessman, as a businesswoman, as an entrepreneur, you have to know that you have a lot of room to learn. You have to learn. Matter of fact, let me give you an example. My brother, who's a neurosurgeon, right? The guy been doing it for 40 years. Everybody put their hat down to him. And then guess what? One time he had to split two kids that born together. He had to split them, but there was a cord that was connect between both of them. And he has to know where they are. Guess who really told them he missed it? It was one of the nurses that his assistant said, "Doctor, you forgot to look at this spot here." Do you know okay, do you guys know malpractice? Doctor, do you know it's over $22 million? And that would not give and even your license is in jeopardy. Me as a PhD engineer, sometimes when I'm at GE, people say, "Wow, you're so smart." But what they don't understand is they have all the answers for me. I only talk to them when they get stuck. When they get stuck, I said, "Well, guys, if I were you, I'll do it that way." I always want to know they know what they're doing. And because I'm getting paid a lot of money for them to actually tell me what's wrong with their problems. And I'm there also to support them. But most of the time they think you are God. You're not God. So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, as a business person, you have to willing to learn. You have to keep your mind open. Have an open mind. Keep yourself to where you don't have to worry about things. So this is the reason why I want you to be supple, be nice to yourself, to people around you, and make it happen. So this is what I said to everybody, okay? Uh, if you have a weakness that continually prohibits yourself from seeing a bigger picture and ultimately making the best decisions for the business, guess what? You have an issue here. You have to go beyond that, okay? I will tell you, you need to go beyond that. So, again, point number 6 said, know what you don't know. So point number 7, there is something called competitive spirit. Do you know sometimes you've been fighting yourself? I can tell you this. I've seen many times I have a project to do, right? And let me give you an example. After Hurricane Matthew went through Haiti, and as a Haitian man, a professional, I went on site to see what's going on, to see what the deal is. Guys, you will not believe this. When I saw the devastation, you already put over, I don't even want to say how much money you put over. And then you see half of it is gone. Millions and millions of dollars. It's a big resort. The resort sitting in 790 acres. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a big deal. And you're losing so much money. But look at me now, smiling, happy. But I'm working at the same time. So if I take it personally and then, look, I have to be confident because the people, you have over 2,000 people working on site for you. Now they see that you have the weakness of crying every day. This doesn't work. It hurts you, but you got to calm down in order for you to take care of the problem and then live longer. So sometimes I'm competing with my own self. I'm being honest with you. Sometimes I'm like, "Oh no, I got to do this." Yeah, yes, I do. So point number 7, entrepreneurs enjoy a challenge and they like to win. I'm telling you, I am one of them. I like to win. And I want you to be exact same way. I want you to win. See, they would have a sense They have to have to sense starting a business is pretty much one of the biggest challenges a person can take on in their lifetime. You see how you're trying to quickly open a business, you don't even know what you're doing. And then when your sister or your brother open a business, your neighbor open a business, you start making fun of them. You wonder why that they're not successful. Guess what? Those people, they love that challenge and they want to take that challenge seriously for their lifetime. And you cannot break them down. If someone is part of my group, for you to break them down, I'm telling you. Because if we go in there for 10 years, we're going to stick for 10 years. If we go in there for 10 days, we're going to stick for 10 days and get it there. So in business, it's a constant war with competition to win business and grow market share. It's also a personal challenge to use all of this to focus inward and grow a business from nothing into a powerhouse that either makes a lot of money or it's so effective that it is sold or acquired for a profit as well. If you remember my first video, when we did the company, we start putting things together. I didn't even know what to do with the money was coming so fast. But sometimes, just like you think, sometimes the business will take you longer to make. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Sometimes it comes so fast because you plan it so well, and the money you cannot stop it. No matter what you do, the money is still there. Okay, so in other words, people can buy your business if you put it right. You can spend like maybe let's say 20, 30,000 or $1 million, and you wind up sell the business for 200, $300 million, sometimes billions of dollars. It all depends, right? So point number 7, competitive spirit. But now let's look at point number 8, which is our final point, right? See, understand the value of a strong peer network. In almost every case, ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs never get to success alone. You cannot do it by yourself. It's impossible. Do you know, for me to put this together, do you know how many people work to put, now I'm just speaking to you and then you taking notes and taking advantage of my knowledge. But guess what? For me to be here on the air on this podcast with you, to share this information that you yearn to have, guess what? There is a team of people who put this together and then look at my subject to make sure that it makes sense to the people. So this is what I always say to people, ladies and gentlemen. You remember back in the olden days how we used to say, you got to go to school, get a good job, and marry the right person, and whatever the case may be, and then you that's all you need. You'll be successful, right? Is that what we say? Guess what? Do you remember back in the 90s, it said to you that, you need to find your passion. Once you find your passion, you're going to be good. You know what I say? I said, find something that's valuable. Find something that not just you love, but is valuable enough that will change thousands and hundreds of lives. And that's what I want you to think about. Because if you open a business, because you can always make money, there's no question about it. It doesn't matter what you do, you can always make money. You can always buy that big house. All you need is just a little discipline, have a good credit, good FICO score, have a job for 2, 3 years, and make a decent amount of money, and then you'll get the house, the car, everything. Buy all those liabilities that you don't even need. But you can make money. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. You have to know. Once you find something that valuable, I always take Mary Teresa all the time as a great example. Do you think that when she was on her deathbed, do you think she was wondering and say, I wish I could, I should have, oh my God, I felt. No, she did something that valuable. She didn't just send food to the people. See, you and I, what we do, we send food to people who need food, right? But this lady didn't send food to those people. She went there and lived with them. Okay? Those are valuable things. So that if it's valuable, if your business is valuable to you, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Your job is to keep it valuable nonstop. Don't stop. So understand the value of a strong peer network. So, like I said to you before, okay, effective people, you see, they nurture these relationships and surround themselves with people who can help make them more effective. Any good leader is only as good as those who support him. If you're not having people supporting you of what you do, you're wasting your time. So this is the reason why I'm sitting here with you. Everybody's in the United States and the US, and I'm way down here in Haiti, right? Doing all these things, and guess what? All of you have to understand the people around me, because I surround myself with the right people, they're able to put all this together. Sitting at the airport giving you a presentation. You tell me, how significant is that? How beautiful is that? So, ladies and gentlemen, I am totally 100% with you. And I want you to understand doing business is not something you can play with. Doing business is necessary, it's important, and it's good. So, I want you to know this particular podcast is sponsored by a company called shoponq.com. I really want you to go on that site. When we started helping those people, ladies and gentlemen, they were making, I will say, maybe $50,000, $60,000, but they're brand new. So we said, let's reformat everything, and we launched the business with them in April 2016, which is this year. Today they are selling over 20. Actually, the last report that I have from them for October 15th, they are selling 3,200 products a month. So if they're selling 3,200 products a month, and the average ticket with them was 73, I think it was 73 to $75. So see how much they are making per month right now. It's a very good. It's the discipline, and we have the knowledge to help you, and we have the stamina, and we have the foundation to help you put a good foundation together in order for you to succeed. So I am excited to be part of that, and I cannot wait to help you as well to make your dream become a reality. And I cannot wait to tell you how proud I am of you, for you to just come to this broadcast, live broadcast, to listen to what we are talking about, and hopefully you can apply them. And also, I want to thank all of you that went to waytomodel.com last week. I couldn't believe that over 800 people sign up with us to start the diet program. It's waytomodel.com. I was very impressed by you guys, because now we're starting the program November 1st. So if you have not yet go to waytomodel.com, waytomodel.com, and go in there, and you get to see you can get it, the product called M3. It helps you lose weight and keep it off. And what we do is that we instruct you. We have nutritionists, we have dietitians, and people who can teach you how to cook the food right, how to walk, how to do the 7,500 steps. So I was very impressed to see all of you guys went there and sign up with the program. So don't stop. So for Coffee with Q, remember, it's a lot of us that put our heads together. I'm basically the front line talking to you, and then also we have it in Creole, in French, and Spanish, and we cannot wait to launch those things for you. So again, sign up and share this podcast with your friends, and I cannot wait to help you make this thing a reality. Again, this is Mr. Q, who's here with you live to show you step by step how to make your life become a reality, and how to make your business become a reality, how to make your dream become something real. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Have a wonderful season. I cannot wait to see you next Saturday for the next topic at the same place, same spot. And my good people in the United States, I can see a lot of you already sign up. In Canada, oh my God, look at these people in France, Europe. We have 27 countries here. Look at the flag dropping over here on the side. So again, I cannot wait to go in. And guys, there's election coming in, and then please, I'm not left or right. I just want you to go vote and vote your conscience and make sure that you do the right thing. And also, if you need change, you don't like the way things are, vote your conscience. That's all I can say. So again, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful weekend. I cannot wait to see you next week.